What are you hungry for? Years ago, when putting on a 12-week wellness class, this was the question I asked, with a photo of a well-stocked open fridge and the caption that said, "What you're looking for is not in here." Most of us really don't know what it's like to be truly hungry. Food is everywhere. Fast food restaurants and convenience stores dot most street corners. But physical hunger is real for many around the world and even in our small communities here in the US. In my community, about 50% of kids in school qualify for free and reduced meals. 50%. There are billions of people around the world and even upwards of 47 million people here in the US that are starving. This is real. But physical hunger is not the topic of today's episode. This episode is about the caption under the photo of the well-stocked fridge. What you're hungry for is not in here. If it's not food, then what are we really hungry for? Recently, I was reading the book 33 Days to Divine Mercy by Matthew Kelly. This was the topic for day 15. The chapter highlighted Mother Teresa's acceptance speech when receiving the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979. In this speech, she stated, "There is a terrible hunger for love." We all experience that in our lives, the pain and loneliness. We must have the courage to recognize it. The poor and hungry you may have right in your own family. Find them, love them. Yes, we can all experience physical hunger. We may intentionally fast for a variety of reasons. We might miss a meal because of travel or being sick or just not having the food that you can readily eat at the time. But as Mother Teresa stated, we are hungry for love. We hunger for love. We have all experienced this. We have all experienced some type of loss, pain, or loneliness. It is part of being human. Maybe we hunger for love when we feel like that we're not seen, heard, or understood. But there are other types of hunger, including emotional and spiritual hunger, the hunger for knowledge, truth, justice, peace, and the hunger for meaning and purpose. And the sad part is that we often misinterpret these hungers for physical hunger. And we stand in front of the open fridge or pantry, thinking, hoping, wanting something to satisfy our hunger. But food doesn't satisfy this type of hunger. For example, emotional hunger. You want to feel different. You might feel bored, stressed, frustrated, overwhelmed, scared, tired, sad, depressed, anxious, whatever the feeling is that you don't want to feel. You end up eating to stuff it down, to try to not feel that. You stuff it away so you don't have to feel that feeling. So, what happens after you stuff your feelings? Do you feel better? No, you often end up feeling worse. You are literally stuffed because you ate when you were not physically hungry. You ate too much. You ate stuff that was not good for you. The candy, the cookies, the chips, the brownies, right? We eat crap when we eat emotionally. I haven't met anyone that binges on baby carrots, celery, or broccoli when they're stressed, mad, lonely, overwhelmed, whatever. Have you? If so, I would love to meet them and figure out their secret. So, what is it that you are really hungry for? We are all hungry for something. What about spiritual hunger or the hunger for knowledge, truth, justice, peace, or meaning and purpose? This is hunger for more, more of something that will bring us fulfillment, joy, happiness, and life. Figuring out this is often a great quest that takes incredible awareness. We may think our hunger is for one thing, but once we have our fill of it, we discover the hunger is still there and deeper than ever. That's why food doesn't often satisfy us. The discovery of what you're really hungry for requires a lot of reflection, journaling, looking within, and is often spiritual in nature. We are often yearning for God, yearning to find our purpose and meaning in life, the gift and talents God gave us when He created us before we were born. We are in search of these gifts and talents within us. We have them inside, but we don't recognize them. We're not aware of them. We don't bring them out into the surface. Hunger is the yearning to express them, to let these gifts out for the world to see and to benefit from them. Or maybe you're hungry for love, like Mother Teresa said. To be loved is to feel joy, happiness, excitement, energized, secure, desire, and satisfaction. Maybe you want someone to love you, or you want to love your job. You want to love yourself. Maybe you yearn to feel seen, heard, understood, that you matter. Feeling loved is feeling alive. And this reminds me of Les Brown's "Gotta Be Hungry" speech. And I'll put one of the links in it in the show notes for you to just quickly go and check it out. It is the story of how a high school teacher inspired him to be more, to have the courage to go for his dream of being a disc jockey, and what he did to put himself in a position to have a chance at it. In this little speech, Les Brown has two statements that I love. The first is, you have greatness within you. You have greatness within you. To me, this means you have great gifts and talents within you, given to you by God. We all have greatness within us. We need to recognize our greatness, our gifts, and our talents in order to satisfy our hunger for more fulfillment, more joy, more happiness, more living life to its fullest. The second statement from his speech that I love is, if you want to do anything worthwhile in life, you got to be hungry. To me, this means that you need to recognize what it is that you are hungry for. Then go after that with all of your heart, your soul, and your energy. It is your dream, your goal, your gift, or your purpose in life. Go after it. And he also says, don't give up on your dream. Don't stop running toward your dream. This means you need to be relentless, consistent, persistent, never quitting. It means you partner with successful people, people who are doing what you want to do, or that can help you get there faster. You are created. You are creative at designing a plan, and you act on that plan, never stopping, never giving up on your dream. Be hungry for more. Be hungry for fulfilling your purpose in life. We are all hungry. We have physical hunger, yes, but most of our hunger is because we are not satisfied in our relationships or our jobs. We yearn for more and better. We yearn for full expression of our God-given talents and gifts. We hunger to live life to its fullest, to become the best we can be. And to figure this out, what you are really hungry for, you need to get quiet. You need to take time and reflect on your life. on your goals, on your dreams. You need to acknowledge that what you're doing and become aware of your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, and how you feel after taking those actions. Recognize your God-given talents and gifts. If you don't know what they are, think of the things that you're really good at, or ask 5 people in your life what they think you're good at, or some really good qualities and characteristics about you. You might be really surprised at their answers. We are all hungry. What are you really hungry for?